So we're going to go back up and not die this time.
We're backtracking again.
Well, we're heading back up to the Ginso tree, and we killed that nasty little exploding son of a bitch that got us last time.
Was that the first time you swore?
Maybe. I don't know.
To me, it was.
I do occasionally, just not very often.
That was casually as mere fizz.
No, not even a little bit.
Okay.
Not that I have a particular aversion to swearing. I just prefer to
It's not in your vocabulary.
Yeah, I prefer to use other words when I can help it.
No. You know, the thing is, I only swear in front of my friends, and so my parents and sisters have never heard me swear. Whereas, like, when I talk to someone else,
well, I mean,
I swear like almost every other sentence.
I mean, like, it's. I don't know about how other people feel, but I think it's kind of weird to like swear in front of your parents.
Yeah.
And by the same token, I think it's really weird for parents to swear in front of their kids as well.
Oh, my mom swears too many times in front of me.
like I understand that it totally happens because, you know, everybody's human, and a lot of people like to swear more than other people do.
Yeah.
It's always been something that's struck me as kind of weird because of how I grew up. I mean, it's interesting to note because both of my parents swear, but they never really swore in front of me when I was younger. So I don't know. I guess that might be part of why I don't swear very often.
Well, I don't swear in front of my parents because I'm not sure if they're okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not like I'm old enough that I don't really have to care about that, but
yeah.
At the same time, like, you know, you don't really want to put your parents off or anything.
You don't want to tell them that you've grown up.
Yeah, there's that too.
I'm 38, Mom. I can swear all I want.
Parents always have a way of making you just feel like a little kid again, no matter how old you are. So here's the Ginso tree.
I can make my own lunch.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the Ginso tree. We slapped our key inside of the door, and now we get to enter. And this is the first dungeon of the game.
Is our dungeons like separate from the world map?
Yes.
Okay. Nibble.
Yep. So you might have noticed there was a sudden smash cut there.
I didn't notice.
I mean, it was as subtle as I could make it, but I really scrubbed this entire section of the game. It was bad. So I kept the successful run, basically.
Okay. Wait, so I didn't know, but are you cutting like your biggest failures in this game?
Yeah, I'll be cutting some of the more time wasty deaths that I had in the recordings.
You see, if I did that for Dark Souls, I'd be crucified.
Well, I'll be keeping in particular in this section of the game. There are 2 deaths that I keep in and I just speed up, specifically to show off the escape section of this dungeon here.
Escape section.
Yes.
Oh, does the entire thing fill with lava or something?
That would be spoiling it.
I'll take that as a yes then. you should have answered lava. What's lava?
It's not lava, so.
No. Is it acid?
No. It's more simple than that. But we're just gonna be oh jeez, didn't even see that there.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Nope, not at all.
The foreground.
So we have these we have these little like portal tree stumps that are ferrying us around.
Work?
Yeah, they're ferrying us around inside of this big tree because that's how trees work, right?
Yeah,
they have other trees inside of them.
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully you get your double jump back every time you go through one of the tree portals. Otherwise you would not have been able to get through that section of the game. And now we have a little puzzle here. Let's figure out how to redirect the projectile. It's not a very difficult puzzle.
Well, you know what to do.
Yeah. You basically have to figure out which tree portal leads to where, and then...
Oh, one of those puzzles.
Yeah. So we have like both of the portals on the bottom lead to this middle top middle one. So we can redirect the projectile by setting up these two other portal tree stumps to handily... Oh, too slow. Oh well. It'll work this time, and then we can get through to the actual progression portal.
Right.
Great success.
Oh, I didn't notice the other tree stump. I thought it only led to like that crystal thing. I was like, oh, okay, is that it?
Nope. No, it doesn't lead to a dead end, thankfully. That would be awful.
Oh, all the weight. Oh, it's another one of these things.
Yeah, this guy doesn't jump. He just kind of pops out of the ground. I guess we are going to be getting something that counts as more of a boss fight in this, but it's only a boss fight insofar as it's used as kind of a tutorial for an ability that you get.
Okay.
Like it's set up in such a way as in other games it would be a boss fight. Oops.
Well,
geez.
In Zelda, all the time in the dungeon, you know, you beat the mini boss, you get an item, and then use that item to beat the actual boss.
Yeah, and that, in a manner of speaking, like how I said, the actual quote unquote bosses of this game are the escape sections. So by that token, like it does use the Zelda kind of style of getting an item or ability and then using that to kind of finish the dungeon that you got it in.
Okay, so you have to use the item you just acquired to escape.
Yes.
Right.
We're going to be seeing that ability right here because we can't get up above us right there. So let's see what this tree has for us.
Maybe triple jump or something.
Nope.
I'm hedging my bets on a triple jump.
There is a triple jump, but you have to buy it from the skill tree.
Oh. Is there a possibility you can get that jump before the double jump?
No.
Oh.
Unless you spend a lot of time grinding against enemies. So we got this bash ability.
Okay.
Which lets us kind of slow down time when we're near enemies or environmental objects and use them to launch ourselves in other directions.
Okay.
And a secondary effect of this is that the projectile or enemy that we launch from will be launched in the opposite direction as we were aiming.
Okay. Oh, was this the power-up you're talking about that you haven't really seen a lot of?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, this doesn't really look like something I've seen before.
Yeah, this is like one of the more interesting mechanics that the game has, and it's one that I really enjoyed when I first started playing the game, because it significantly changes how you interact with the enemies and the environment.
Yeah.
And it specifically changes it in a way that I haven't seen done in many other games. So I really appreciated that.
Yeah, and any other like Metroidvania game, this ability would split off from like 3 different ones, like up, down, and sideways.
And I was having
one.
real trouble redirecting that projectile there.
Yeah.
It's okay, I got it eventually. But yeah, I really like the bash ability because it lets you use like those projectiles to kind of get up in platforming bits as well, and it's a very interesting mechanic, and I think it's very well implemented. Because we're going to use it like right there to blow up the tree stump on the left.
You know,
Bam.
Yeah?
Bam. Just
okay. Okay.
Love it.
I thought you were gonna. Well, no, I guess something unimportant. Anyway, I'm really confused by this game. So, it's an indie game, essentially.
Yep.
And it's a Metroidvania game, for the most part. But it's not. It does not have a pixel art style.
No, it doesn't.
I'm not really. It's a bit inconceivable that that would happen.
Yeah. I'm very glad that it doesn't have a pixel art style, actually, because...
Yeah, because
like,
if it did, this wouldn't really have a lot going for it.
No. I mean, I got nothing against pixel art, but...
Yeah, me too. It's just like, it's a little played out.
So this is the thing that kind of functions like a boss fight.
Okay.
It's not really a boss fight. It's more like a tutorial of how you use the bash attack against enemies.
Right. Do you meet this type of enemy another time?
Yes, sort of. Not that particular type of enemy, but there will be enemies that are like that one.
Okay. Like a different color palette, like in Final Fantasy or something.
Yeah, it will have a different ability as well. Though that won't come into play until really late, though.
Mm-hmm.
So the middle tree we just upgraded to the point where we don't have to be close to item drops to pick them up anymore. We just we magnet them all in, which is very handy. I don't like chasing after things.
Especially like I know there's some games, I think in Fable 2 at least, it does that where like enemies drop like experience or something, and then you have to hold the button to absorb them.
Yep.
God, I hate that.
Yeah.
It's just tedious. Like, why should we have to hold the button to absorb a thing? Like,
also, there's friendly fire in this game.
Friendly fire?
So not only can you use the enemy projectiles to kill other enemies, but if enemy projectiles just hit other enemies, they'll deal damage to the other enemy.
Oh, okay. I thought like, are we just only doing co-op or like?
No.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire with the enemies.
Okay.
Which can become very hilarious at points.
Okay.
Because you just have enemies literally killing each other.
Guys,
as they try to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So we are currently trying to uncorrupt the heart of the Ginso tree.
Do all the dungeons involve uncorrupting giant trees?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the next dungeon is a jeez. Well, technically speaking, the next dungeon it will have like kind of gravity mechanics, in a manner of speaking.
Gravity mechanics. That hasn't been done before.
Yeah. It's I'm trying to think of like because there's some like intermediary dungeons in between the next actual dungeon. Kind of like how we had to chase after Gumo to get the water vein in the first place.
All right. Do all the dungeons just involve like that big bird thing corrupting a particular location and then us undoing that?
Yes, but not. Like the corruption isn't necessarily caused by the bird, as it were. It's more like the overall kind of how the world is dying in general.
Oh, great! Now you've reminded me of that game you forgot.
Yeah. So now we have our escape section.
Okay.
The trees come back to life.
Oh, water! How could I have guessed it?
Yeah. So I'm not going to be. There are secrets in this escape section.
Oh,
like
screw that.
Like that one off to the right. Yeah, I'm not going to be collecting all of them.
Oh,
because
suddenly water.
Because I tried to collect them, and every single time I do, it ends up killing me.
Okay.
Like right
Except
here.
that time.
Well, no, we'll see coming up. Very.
Yeah.
I actually thought I was going to do this in one shot, and I would have loved to have done this in one shot. It would have been very impressive because this escape section is what people have come to colloquially refer to as the get good tree.
Okay.
Because it's where the difficulty of the game spikes intensely. And the game is like, oh, you're not good enough to get through this? Well, F you. And there we go. There we go. So now we're going to show off me failing to collect secrets.
Okay.
Oops. and one more. Oops.
What multiplied speed did you have that in?
That was 4 times speed.
4 times. Okay. Funny they should mention that because that's what I used.
Yeah. So this time we're not going to go for secrets, and
okay.
we're going to kind of just make our way out of here because man, getting the secrets is annoying, and that's another part of what makes like getting the find all the secrets achievement difficult because obviously after you complete this section of the game you can't come back to this section of the game.
Yeah, you can't come back when you have gotten good.
Exactly. So the only way to collect all the secrets is by being really good at the game already.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it had been like 6 months since the last time I played this before I started recording this, so yeah. I was no longer good at the game.
Okay. I actually did hear about this section at least a little bit, yeah.
Because a lot of people who got to that section were like, holy crap, that's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because they died many times trying to complete it.
Now you've introduced rain and lightning to the world. Oh, I didn't actually notice that.
The bird
no,
is angry.
I hate rain.
Yeah, and he's gonna chase us off.
Well, this is the escape sequence. I thought the water was.
No, that was the escape sequence. This is cutscene.
Oh, it's really hard to tell, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Which, you know, is actually kind of... It's really good how they did that.
Yeah.
It's like in Dead Space 2, where the cutscenes and the gameplay meshes together really well.
Yeah. Yeah, those... For how lacking the game is in, like, story and narrative importance, the way that they integrate the story with the gameplay is very cool.
Mm-hmm. Save my child.
Because we made a friend.
Oh, okay.
Aww. He kept us from drowning,
asshole.
I guess.
Saved it. No, he actually fought the giant bird. He's dead now.
Well, maybe, yeah. We don't see a bird down here, so who knows?
He fought him Shadow of the Colossus style.
But we got saved. And, so... now all of these poison waters are no longer poisoned.
Ooh.
Which means we can actually go for a swim.
Oh, okay. So we've unlocked swimming or something?
Yeah. I mean, because we could have swum before, but...
not very long.
Yeah, the water was all poisoned, so it would have inevitably killed us.
Oh, it just burned our skin off.
Yep. And next time we're going to have a nice swim.
Ew.
That'll be a lot of fun.